does Scripture make claims about the age of the earth? And if we answer this question as no, we enter a realm called time agnostic views. And this means that the Bible isn't really talking about the time period of creation, and we can use other things to figure out when it took place. And some people are happy if they reach this spot to kind of stay here, because if Scripture doesn't say anything about it, then maybe it really doesn't matter that much. But on the other side of this question, if we say yes, Scripture does indicate the age of the earth, then we reach another question. Does it require a young earth or maybe an old earth? And by young, I'm going to say less than 10,000 years old. If Scripture does not require the earth to be young, we can look to science. And if science indicates that the earth is young, or if Scripture requires it to be young, then we enter a camp called young earth creationism. And then on the other hand, if we say that science indicates an old earth and Scripture permits it, then we enter old earth creationism. So let's look at these a bit more. So first, young earth creationism has one main question, which is, does science indicate a young earth? So if we say yes, then we're in a camp called flood geology. And this view holds that Noah's flood is the reason we have the geological formations in the world today. And even if it's not the consensus of scientists, flood geologists will say that ultimately it will be proved true. But on the other hand, if Scripture does not indicate a young earth, we enter a realm called apparent age, which says that science shows that the earth is old because God made it to look a lot older than it really is. And switching over to old earth creationism, we can see a few more complications. First is the question, did God primarily create through special creation? By special creation, I mean, did God reach into the universe he created and do something? Did he place some form of life there? And if we answer this question, no, it's mostly natural processes, then we take part in evolutionary creationism. And I do want to make one note here that you can be an evolutionary creationist and still believe in a specially created Adam and Eve. But if we answer this question yes, then we enter a group called progressive creationism. And this says that God created the universe and life through a progressive series of special creation events. Within this group, we have one question, and that's, are creation days 24 hours long? If we say yes, then we believe gap creationism, which says that there are long gaps in time between 24-hour creation days. And if we say no, creation days are not 24 hours, we hold to-day-age creationism, which says that each day is actually a very long age of time. And to put it all together, here's the final chart. And a few things to note about it. First, you can't reach any of these views without considering both the scientific and the biblical evidence. And the ones highlighted in red are the ones we're going to look into a bit more. And you probably are looking at some of these and thinking, why would someone answer the question that way? So hopefully this presentation can help you get a little bit of insight into why people think some of these things.